It's time to go!
Hello, everyone. And welcome to Claude and the Bansters. Sorry we're a little bit late. I know some of you are getting agitated because we haven't started on time. We was hoping to have Diesel's green screen up behind him, so we all had the Claude and the Bansters behind him, but we've been having a little bit of trouble, so we'll have to sort that out for the next stream. We was hoping all to have it, but unfortunately we couldn't get it. So, it is what it is, isn't it, Diesel?
My fault, guys. Apologies. Sorry, I'm not very technical. I'm nothing like Terry. So yeah.
Just want to big up everyone that's already in the chat. We've got CG, Lone Star Londoner, Omar, Elias, Guna Stavalas, Kevin Mark, the intelligible investor, Urban Ghost. What was that? Bruv, no, like Bender. Not seen you in the chat before. Hope you're well, mate. Thanks for coming over. Stan Cronky, Liam, Jake, Connor, Strings, Sammy, everyone. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Tom, Tahi, thank you very much. Sammy, brilliant. Oh, they're all back again, Diesel. It's good to be back in it, mate.
Oh, mate, listen, look, I've watched all the streams back to back. Any stream I'm not on, I always watch them anyway. So, and obviously there's been a few people asking where I've been. Slight family emergency, nothing major. All is sorted now. All is fine and sweet. And yeah, it's good to be back with my two brothers up there, especially my twin up there. Hey, so, yeah, all good. Love you all. Thanks, guys.
How you been, Cool? How you? Oh, look at that! Boom!
Come on, Laurie.
Boom! Before we carry on, Claude, we've got a new member. Thank you very much, Laurie. I was just about to talk about that in a second, but you've got in before me. Laurie, thank you. We really appreciate that, mate. Claude, how you been?
Not been great over the last couple of days, struggling along, but I'm feeling a little bit better. But it is. But good to be in the semi-finals of the FA Cup. Yes. Wembley, yes. Wembley,
where the famous Arsenal. Right. Right. Let's just quickly get the little bits out of the way first. Obviously, we are live on Hot Mic. If you don't know what Hot Mic is, it's a new platform like YouTube. If you can go and download it, it's an app from Apple Play Store or Google Play Store. It's got the little fire flame on there. So if you can download that, you can sign up for free using our code CBS301, and that will sign you up to Claude and the Bansters. And then once you've signed up, please go and give a follow to our fellow friends, Craig and Connor at Anfield Agenda, Lee Gunner, Terry from the Football Terrace, Lee Chappie. There's a few of us on there, so you can go and give them a follow. Obviously, once you've downloaded that, when we do live watch-alongs of football, boxing, UFC, you'll be able to hook up your app to the TV, what you're watching, and you'll be able to listen to Claude and the Bansters commentary instead of any of them boring old other commentators that you're listening to. So please go and give Hot Mic a shout. Also, if you would like to become a member like Laurie has just now, it will be in our chat. You can click the link and that will take you over. I was just about to announce that we've got, I think, 5 new icons on our YouTube for our YouTube follower. So you've got a Boomian, obviously for me. You can, if you put Uber in, AUBA, you'll be able to get that icon. You've got It's Time to Go. If you put Time to Go in for Claude, if you put Top Man in, Top Man comes up for Diesel. If you put Undefeated in, you can get the little gold, a little gold trophy that comes up for our undefeated season. And what else was there? I think there was one more. Let me have a look what it was. And if you put Reason in, just put Reason in, you will get it. The Voice of Reason, Claude. The Voice of Reason will come up. And if we can get 4 more members by tonight, we'll be able to get 10 more icons for the YouTube. And you can let us know what icons you want. Gio has put it in. You can't see it up on the StreamYard stream, but if you put that up on YouTube, you can see it. And you can also put CATBS in, and that will bring up all our icons, which stands for Claude and the Bansters, obviously, CATBS. And obviously, if you can't become a member, then please, we still count you as one of our members. All you need to do is like, share, and subscribe on YouTube, Mike, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Joseph said, Terry, which pundits are boring? What's that, Claude?
And we're also going live on our special partner tonight, Arsenal fans.
I'm just about to get that up. Joseph said, Terry, which pundits are boring? All the others that ain't Claude and the Bansters, Joseph.
Good answer. Good answer.
We're also going live again tonight on our good friend Natish's Facebook page. It's called Arsenal FC Fans. If you here it is on the page now. You can go and sign up to it on Facebook. It's all free. He wants to try and get up to 1 million followers. He's up to about 360,000, I think it is he's got at the moment. But he's got all great content on there. And we obviously go live through our program on there. So please, everyone, go and give him a follow. And it's good to have views on board, Arsenal FC fans. We really appreciate it, don't we, boys?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah, brilliant.
Absolute result.
We're also live on Claude and the Bansters Facebook page, YouTube, and platform tonight. So let's get down to it then, boys. Claude, what did you think? Sheffield United 1, Arsenal 2. What was your reactions, mate?
I thought first half we done all right. I thought second half they gradually came into the game and were then got the equaliser. Then I thought that they could have gone on and won it, and then we went up the other end and got the winner, which was from Ceballos. Yeah, I thought it was a good, considering the opposition, good performance, but there's still mistakes there. There's still the goal was a bad goal to give away. And of course, now we've got the semi-final, which is Man City, which is not going to be, I don't know, it's not going to be very easy, is it, that one? But overall, job done, onto the semi-final. And of course, you've got to ride your luck. In the FA Cup, you're going to have a lot of luck. And we got our fair share yesterday with 2 disallowed goals. We got through. So,
yeah, Diesel, what was your thoughts on the game, mate?
Do you know what? I'm going to. I watched the game. I'm going to give the boys a bit of credit here. I know I'm out of the 3 of us, so I'm probably the most negative one, but I'll give them a bit of credit because from what I saw was a Sheffield United team who were looking to bully us, right? And I personally felt we stood up to that quite well. I agree with what Claude said. You know, there's still mistakes, but sometimes, you know, you have to give them their due. You know, when they play well, and we had some really good individual performances. I thought Kieran Tierney for me, I thought was brilliant. I keep saying it. Give that man the captaincy. For me, he is a captain. For me, you know, I would have him as captain all day long. And there's a lot of the pundits are saying he's got the potential to be a future captain. For me, I would give it to him right now. I thought Ainsley Maitland-Niles was really good. I've said it before. He is our best right back. And as you know, as long as his attitude is okay now, and him and Arteta have sorted it, and he's now appreciative of playing for the Arsenal. If he's got no issues playing there, and you know, and he's you know, they've made up and all that, then as far as I'm concerned, Bellerin should not be getting in this team again. Shouldn't be. But no, I thought. Listen, I keep saying it. You know, from now to the end of the season, I'm not so much interested in performances. For me, it's all about the result. You know, it's all about the score. So yeah, you can't ask for much more. Sheffield United are a very industrious. You know, they work very hard. And you know, we knew it was. You know, it weren't going to be plain sailing, but we went there. We got the result. and that's all you can ask for, mate. So yeah, I was pleased with him. No doubt, we'll obviously. My argument comes right. The criticism I give is when I see that against Sheffield United, and then the next game we go back to just walking pace. We've got Norwich next. Keep up that intensity, keep up that hard to beat style, and we should do all right.
Yeah.
But no, it was all right. Enjoyed it.
Just want to big up Lee Chappie. How you doing, mate? Leicester representative. Hope you're well. Hope your ankle's getting better, Fardy. You know what I mean? We need you back on the pitch, especially Leicester, scoring goals, mate. You know what I mean? So he's put another year on. No semi-final for the Leicester boys. I told you, lads, our form since week 20, we are 13th. 13th. I mean, Lee, that is shocking, mate. I mean, we'll come on to that again in a minute, Leicester's game, and have a little chat about that.
What was Chilwell doing? What's Chilwell doing for the goal, though?
God knows.
Chilwell was, I don't know what he was doing, sleeping on that goal. No.
Lee,
I hope he's not the one.
Sorry, Claude?
I hope he's not the one. I hope he's not, because they were talking about getting Tierney. I hope we're keeping Tierney now.
Oh,
I don't want to be swapping Chilwell for Tierney.
Tierney's going nowhere, mate. Tierney's going nowhere.
Wow.
What I'm going to start off by saying, right, first of all, is come on. What I want to do is get 4 more memberships tonight. Let's get it up, and then I want your opinions. Should we make the captain Tierney? That's what I want to do. So when you put captain in, the picture of Tierney would come up. But we can only do that if we get 4 more subscribers. So come on, people. Let's try and get 4 more by tonight. Right. I'm going to get the negatives out straight away for the game yesterday. The formation for me, back 5, can't stand it. I said it yesterday on the watch-along. I've never been a great lover of a back 5. I think it was thanks, Lone Star. Really appreciate it, mate. He said, tell brilliant watch-along yesterday. Thanks, mate. And thank you all for coming along and helping me out doing it. Really appreciate it. I'm not a great lover of a back 5. For me, it's got to be a back 4 all day long. I just think it invites too much pressure on us, and you start playing defensive straight away. And you can tell that by looking at Xhaka yesterday, right? He didn't have a bad game yesterday, but for me, he's supposed to be in midfield, right? And he's coming back, sitting on our goal area, waiting to get the ball off of Martinez. Now, if he's supposed to be in midfield, right? Where is our midfield line? Where's our midfield line? Our midfield line is then dropping right back to our goal area for me. Do you know what I mean? Because he's in our midfield, so that invites pressure on straight away. Why are we doing that? I never understand it. I can't agree with that. It's absolutely pathetic. Our midfield should be sitting at least on the halfway line for me, and we should get the ball out. Or if we get a player, sorry, Claude.
I think the reason is because of the way we've been conceding goals lately. He's trying to tighten it up in a different way, but it does take your attacking options away as well. It's getting the right balance. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's getting that right balance.
Exactly, mate. You're getting the right balance. Look, at the end of the day, I think that was a negative. The back 5. As soon as I see David Luiz in the side, let's be honest, I was shitting myself. You know what I mean? Because you don't know what you're going to get with David Luiz, unfortunately. I would rather have played Socrates. I know he's only just come back from injury, but at the end of the day,
he played well.
Well, I don't know. I think he made a couple of mistakes.
He played well too.
No, I don't know. He's just not.
Done all right. I think done all right. Well, you say Socrates. Well, to be honest with you, I think Luiz is the best of a bad bunch. If I'm going to give me an honest opinion here, he's the best of a bad bunch we've got. That's one thing we're getting away with it at the moment. The last couple of games we got away with it because we've not had any real proper attacking football against us. But I'm worried again. And the big Wembley pitch with those with Man City, the way they're playing, that could cause a lot of problems. And I think that's why he may do that again with the 5.
I'll tell you what, if he plays the back 5, Arteta, in the semi-final, then it won't be worth watching. I'm telling you that now. If we play a back five, that means that we're going to play so defensive that we're just going to try and hit them on one break, and that will never ever happen because City won't just score one goal like that. I mean, look at the possession they had yesterday. It was unbelievable. It was the most one-sided game you ever see.
Oh,
Newcastle.
It took them a while, though. It took them a while to break them. Yeah, I thought. Yeah, it took them a while, but once they got in front, it was game over, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, they will be done one way or the other.
But
I think you're right. I think you might as well go open with them because they're going to give you chances as well. I mean, they're not that great at the back.
No,
they proved it. That Newcastle, what was it? What's his name that missed the ex-Palace player? What's his name? They missed that chance.
Dwight Gale.
Well,
is it Dwight Gale?
Dwight Gale. Yeah, what a chance. Yeah, Dwight Gale. What a chance that was.
Yeah.
What a chance that was, Terry. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, exactly. Look, you're always going to get an opportunity in a game.
They give you chances. They gave us chances in the league game, but as I said this earlier, and when I was talking with Ty earlier, I said we're not gonna have a lot of the ball, but when we got it, and if we get a chance, we've got to take it because if we don't take the chance, we ain't got no chance at all.
Mm.
If you get the chance, if we get the limited opportunities, we've got to take them. So let's hope this time Aubameyang's on his game because he wasn't on his game when we played him in the last game, was he? So
no, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, we have got a chance.
Of course, we've always got a chance.
Not that clever.
We've always got a chance. Just getting on back to the game yesterday. The positives for me, I mean, those were the negatives, right? The positives for me was Maitland-Niles at right back, so much better than Bellerin.
Difference, mate.
Honestly, it's a total difference. I mean, Bellerin ain't done too bad, to be honest, since he's come back, right? But there's a total difference. We can get on the attack straight away. There's so much more pace with Maitland-Niles, and he wants to go forward as often as he can. Tierney, what can I say? Tierney yesterday, outstanding. Yeah. Outstanding, Tierney. I mean, obviously, one on the man again.
I want the best game he's had for the club.
Yeah, without shadow of that. I mean, he's only had about 5 games, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's only had about 5.
Well, I'm just saying, what I've seen of him, he's been unlucky with injuries. He stays fit. I think he could be as good as Samson. And I mean that Kenny Sampson. I think he can be as good as him. And if he stays fit.
And I think
Claude.
I think we should start.
I do rate.
I think we should start an hashtag now and a movement now of make Tierney our captain next season. I think we should start it, boys, because the way he played yesterday, the fight he showed, being a great left back, I would love to see him as left back because he looks like he's got all the qualities of being a captain too. He's got the passion. If we can get the players around him, the players right, we are telling you, we have got a lot of positives there. It's just, you know what I mean? We've got to get it right. We've got to give Arteta time, and that's the problem. That's the thing I've been saying to everyone. Do you know what I mean? If you just give him time, these ain't his players. We have got some great players here. We've got Tierney. To be honest, I thought another great positive was Martinez yesterday. He's the way he gets rid of the ball straight away and gets us on the attack straight away. I thought was fantastic, absolutely brilliant. He done it on a number of occasions, probably 10 times. He got us straight out on the attack, and that's what we need to do more often. You know what I mean? Just go for it, and especially in this semi-final, like you said, Claude. For me, look. Man City are fantastic. We know that. They've got a great squad. They've got great players, great manager, right? At the end of the day, it's one game. It's one game. So we might as well go out there and go for it. If we're going to lose, we might as well lose 6-0, knowing that we've had 20 chances and it's been our own fault we haven't took our chances, in my eyes. It's no good going there, sitting back, putting 5 behind the ball, having our midfield drop so deep, and then Man City just beat us 4-5-0, like Chelsea did.
I don't think we'll get much of the ball. We won't get much of the ball, but when we do, we have to use it properly.
Look, for me, right, this
will be a much sharper. And remember, this will be a much sharper Man City than what we played in the first game.
Yeah.
Much sharper, and they're getting better and better. So, and that's their one competition, as well as the Champions League, that they're now going to go for, because now the league is gone. They're safe in second, so you'll see their best performances will be coming in the cup competition. So,
yeah,
we've got a chance, but we really will have to be top notch and really have a bit of luck as well. That's what we're going to need, a lot of luck as well. So
let's just have a look at the stats, boys, from the Sunday game. Obviously, Sheffield United had 40% of the possession. We had 59. We had less total shots. Sheffield United had 13 total shots, 4 on target, 4 off target, and 5 blocked. We had 10 shots in total, 3 on target, 4 off target, and 3 blocked. So, I mean, we are slowly coming into this season. What do you think, guys, of them stats, Diesel?
Yeah, do you know what, Tel?
Possession-wise. Sorry.
Go on, Diesel. Go first, mate.
Claude, I can't deny you. Come on, you know that. Go on. I'll go second. Claudiola.
It's the delay. No, go on, carry on. Sorry, mate. It's the delay on it. That's what.
You're not moving for me. You're not moving. I can see your hand like
carry on, mate. Carry on.
He's playing musical statues, isn't he? No, listen, Tel. I'm a bit of an old school. I'm not a stats man. If I'm honest, and there was after the game, right, when we beat him 2-1. There's a mate of mine who I was talking to about it. Right, he's a Spurs fan. All right, you know, unfortunately. Other than that, he's all right. Someone's got to support him. But look, I was speaking to him, and all he said to me was, "Yeah, but Sheffield United, you know, they had 2 goals. They scored 2 goals. They were both disallowed. They were really unlucky. They bullied you." And I'm like, I asked him one question, Tel. What was the result? Yeah, but Sheffield United, they did this, they did that. What was the result? Yeah, but you can't say that because Sheffield did this. And what was the result? Oh, you won 2-1. That's it. You know, and this is, I keep on saying it, you know, in the record books and all that, right? It only shows the result. Not, Arsenal won it 2-1. However, in the small print, Sheffield United were really unlucky. They did this, they did that. Doesn't matter. And I've always said it doesn't matter about the stats. It's about the score, right? The end result is the score. And as long as we win, Tel, Sheffield United can have 95% and we only get 5% of the possession. As long as we win, because ultimately we could play great champagne flowing football, Tel, but if we ain't winning games, it counts for shit.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's how I look at it. I'm not a stats man.
Yeah. What about you, Claude?
The stats are a bit deceiving because Sheffield United will have less possession because they play more direct style of football, whereas we're more of a passing side, aren't we? So they'll have more direct. They play more direct, so they'll have probably less of the ball. But as you see, the stat it does say they had more shots, and it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, what says the score at the end of the day is what matters. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You can have 90, as you say. I've seen teams come up 80% of possession and not win a game. I think was it the Palmer game when we beat them in the Cup Winners' Cup final? I'm sure they had about 70% of the game, or 75 at least, of possession that day, and we come away with winning the game. So it means nothing really. It's what you do with it that matters. You know the old saying. Not how big it is, it's how it's what you do with it.
No, you're right, Claude. You're right.
I've never heard that, Claude. I've never heard that. You should say that.
You don't need to, do you, Diesel? You don't need to. Let's be honest.
No, when it comes to that, I'm sweet. But you know what?
Listen, we've only got to look at your bed notches, haven't we? You know what I mean? All them notches on your bed, and that's it. We can tell. We get our answer that way, mate.
Is that like Martin Lawrence in Bad Boys when he's like, "You seen the bed?" No, you know what I was going to say, right? If we're going on stats, right, the stats show that Mustafi is a better defender than Van Dijk. says it all, doesn't it? That blows the argument out, you know, when it comes to stats. Because if we're going on stats, Tel, that is true. Stats alone, it would show Mustafi is right. Is a better,
he says he's winning the FA Cup and finishing 7th to 10th, still an okay. I'll tell you what, Lee, to be honest with you, right, if we win the FA Cup, of course it's going to be all right, because we've had a shit season, mate. So we'll take that. Yeah, definitely. Take that. But that'd be a bonus, a big bonus. So is it an okay season? Does it mean we've made progress this season? That's another thing altogether. Because you can't judge that, because Wigan won the FA Cup and got relegated. So you can't really judge on that. But if you're telling me about would I be happy with that? I'll take it now.
Anita says that I have to disagree with you, Claude. I think that's about the size.
So that's Claude being modest, really.
Good evening, James. Hope you're well, mate. Smash the likes, definitely. Smash the likes, people. Definitely helps us.
Top man, James.
So yeah, that's the Sheffield United game. Let's move on then to the semi-final, boys. Obviously, we know we got Man City. It's going to be weird at Wembley, no fans. What's your thoughts, Diesel?
So this is where I'm negative again. Tel, I'm not going to lie. For me, we're going to lose, and I'll tell you why. Right, and we just can't think. The issue I've got with this team, right now, I've seen obviously, yes, we beat Southampton, and obviously, we followed that up with a 2-1 win against Sheffield United. Now, if we're going on social media platforms, there's a lot of Arsenal fans who are like, "Oh my God, 2 wins on the bounce! We're back." Then you get all the players coming out on their social media saying, "Yeah, we're back," planting trees and all that crap, right? For me, Tel, I've not seen Man City and Liverpool. For me, are up there. I haven't seen a team work harder when they don't have the ball, right? Man City, I've seen these two teams graft, right, and bust the gut, Tel, when they're 4-0 up and there's 10 minutes to go. They've won the game. And I'm seeing them work and work and work, right? We don't have that intensity, Tel. We don't have that. We don't work hard. And for me, with Arsenal, if it's going nicely and comfortable, we seem to be okay, right? Sheffield United, for me, they played okay. If they had a decent striker up front, we'd have been in trouble, in my opinion. Right? I'm not taking anything away from the team because I thought they played well. But this is Man City. Do you know what I mean? Everywhere you look in that team, they've got ballers. But it's not just names they've got. They have a work ethic. And my criticism of this Arsenal team over the last few years is they don't work, Tel. They don't. Right? They don't want it. In my opinion, and 2 games, 2 good results is not going to sway my opinion. All right? My mind is made up on this team. Right? They're crap. And they're going to try and fool us with these little 2-1 wins and all that, right? They don't work hard enough, Tel, and for me, they don't want it, right? Man City are a great team, right? But they're not unbeatable, right? Yeah. If we go there with the right mentality, every player is on point, then maybe we can do something. But a lot of it, Tel, it's not just technical ability and fancy footwork. It's heart. It's heart, and it's do they want it? Who wants it more? Because it's a one-off game. Anything can happen. It's who wants it more on the day.
Showed a lot of fight yesterday.
Yeah, but that's one game, Claude. That's one game. Right? I'll start thinking differently. This team, right? When
they show that they can. They show that they can.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So you've just answered it, right? So what you're saying is they've showed they can. My criticism is, right, we know they can. Why don't they then, Claude? That's my argument to the team. Why don't they?
Well, I'll pick up on them. What you said just in a minute, Diesel. I'll let Claude go first. Go on, Claude. What's your opinions on obviously the Man City game at Wembley? No fans, and how do you think we're going to do, mate? What can we do?
Always a chance. I think these always I can understand the negative, why he thinks we've got no chance, but I can understand that. But there's always a chance if Man City, things have to go in our favour. Man City will have to have an off day, not be up for it. We'll have to play well, really well, and we'll have to have a little bit of luck as well. And if you get all them things in place, we've got a chance. I'll never forget the cup semi-final when we beat them. But then again, we had better players then when we beat them. We were more close to them than we are now. But even in the final, when we played Chelsea in the final that year, no one gave us a prayer, did they? We went in there.
Exactly.
The reason we won it, though, is because Chelsea were on the beach. They'd won the league. They're all relaxed, won the league, and the concentration wasn't as good as it would be if there was a league game. So who knows? Who knows what can happen? It's we remember Wigan, didn't we, in that great World Cup final when they beat them 1-0 right at the end.
Yeah,
they rode their luck. Lot of pressure against them, but they rode their luck and they got the winner. Remember Wimbledon against Liverpool.
Yeah,
you know, I mean, these things can happen. Liverpool were absolutely, no one gave them a prayer. I mean, no one. I think they were about 20-1 to win Wimbledon that day, and they pulled it off. Incredible. So you don't know. It's all on the day. If you get a bit of luck, things go your way. A couple of decisions, referee decisions might, who knows what can happen.
Yeah. No, I mean, look, at the end of the day, I think, as we all know, we all know that Man City have got a fantastic team, got a fantastic squad, fantastic manager. And just look at their performance yesterday. They was all over Newcastle and they had all the possession and, got through easily, basically. But this is the FA Cup. This is the FA Cup. For some God knows reason, we do well in the FA Cup. Like Claude just said, there's been a few times over the last few years that, we've been the underdogs in these games, and yet we've come out and we've won it. So, let's not be too defeated, I don't think, because obviously we know that Man City are fantastic, but it's just one game. It's one game. If our players can get ourselves together, right, not get any more injuries, Arteta plays the best team possible on the bloody day, right? Not a back five. If he plays a back five, like I said, that is never, we ain't worth watching. It won't be worth watching. But if we play our best team on the day, play our young players, I'd play Maitland-Niles, Saka, I'd play Willock in midfield. I'd play him in midfield because we need runners. We're going to need runners. Maybe, but hopefully Torreira might be back by then. Oh, I've got to be quiet for a second. Daniel has become a new member. Thank you very much, Daniel. Really appreciate it, mate. Really appreciate that. That's unbelievable. We need three more people before the end of the game.
Man, Daniel,
and then we can add 10 more icons. And like I said, one of them will definitely be for the word captain, and we'll put Tierney up there. Lone Star saying up the likes, people. Thank you very much, Lone Star. But yeah, like I said, if we can go at City, look, we've got to beat them sometime, right? Their run can't go on forever. I mean, we haven't beaten Man City for ages, right? Their run can't go on forever. So there's got to be a game where we're going to get a bit of luck. You look when we lost to them 3-0, right? That first half, let's be honest, we put in a shift. We put in a shift to keep them 0-0 until fucking David Luiz come in. Let's be honest, guys. We put in a shift. They showed art. All right, we didn't have a shot on goal, but we kept them to 0-0. We was quite solid until we got them two unfortunate injuries.
That's what worries me a little bit, Tel, because
the only thing I
we worked so hard.
That game,
we worked so hard.
The only thing I'd say about that game.
Yeah, go on.
Go on, mate.
Go on, Claude.
There's a lot of sorry about that. I think there's a lot of feedback coming in.
No, it's a lag, isn't it? Yeah, go on, mate. It's a lag.
No, what I would say about the Man City game, I'm saying about the Man City game is that we've got to realise that although we looked as if we looked good, they were just not getting. They didn't really get into stride, did they? They took a while to get going. Once they got going, they just overpowered us, mate.
Yeah.
So it's not a case of how well we played. I think Man City was slow out of the block, I think, in that first 25 minutes. But hopefully they're slow out of the blocks in the semi-final, and we can take advantage of it. But we didn't take advantage of it, and that's it. Sorry about that. I think there's a bad delay here. That's what's causing.
I have to say, I hope you've got a lag. Yeah. So what I'm saying, right, I think with this year is in that first game, right, where we lost 3-0 a couple of weeks back, we worked. I agree with you. In the first half, we worked really hard. My worry is we worked really hard. We didn't match them. We had to work that hard just to keep them at bay, right? It was their first game back as well, and I think as we was doing the stream, I said to you, we can't allow them because it took a while for them to find their rhythm, yeah. But we were allowing them to find their rhythm. The only way I think we've got a chance against City, we have to match them for work rate because they press, right? That 7-second rule, they hunt in packs. We don't do that. And if we do it, we can't do it for a whole 90 minutes, right? I don't know what it is, whether it's a lack of fitness. It started off under Emery, and obviously that went to pot. I've not seen us do it with Arteta, if I'm honest. We didn't do it with Wenger or Lundberg, so it's not just Arteta. We just can't seem to do it, right? Yeah. They will do it from minute 1 to minute 90, right? They're a great team. They've got superstars, but they also have that work ethic, and that's what worries me. So I've seen Man City win games, and they haven't been great to watch, but they get the job done. You know what I'm saying? And I just hope and pray that if we can match them for work rate, which I doubt, if I'm honest, because I haven't seen it in any other game, really. A game here and there, we'll work hard, but we have no consistency. If we can match them for work rate, I think we've got a chance. They've got better players, but like I said to you, it's the FA Cup. It's a special cup, in my opinion. And on the day, it's who wants it more. It comes down to heart. It's like Rocky and Drago, isn't it? It's literally like that. Who wants it more on the day? You know what I'm saying?
No, you're exactly right. There is a lot to be worried about. Of course there is. We know that. We know that they're a great team. We know that they've got great players. We know that they can score over the pit. We know that their manager is fantastic. We know that they've got work rate. Do you know what I mean? We know all of that. Of course we do. They've got a far superior team to us. This is what I keep saying. You know what I mean? Arteta, unfortunately, at the moment, has got to work with bare bones. And not only has he got to work with bare bones, obviously, we've got like an injury list again of about 9 players. Do you know what I mean? So it's ridiculous at the moment. You know what I mean? He's working. We've still got 5 Arsene Wenger players in there. We've still got Emery's players in there. And he still hasn't had a time to get his own players in yet. So, for me, look, like I said, we've just got to be positive going into that game. We've got to go all out attack in my eyes. All out attack. Don't worry that we're playing City. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, it's one game. We either win it or we lose it, obviously. Yeah. You know what I mean? So why not go out and let's try and attack all the time? We've got the players up front to do it. You've got Pepe, you've got Aubameyang. Do you know what I mean? You've got bloody Eddie, who's playing well. I think Eddie's doing really well at the moment. You've got Saka, you've got Maitland-Niles, you've got Tierney. You know what I mean? We've got some great players there. We just need to attack them. We just need to go out and believe in ourselves, believe in the team, and just not have David Luiz in defence for that game.
You know what it is, right? We need to go there and we need to not show them any respect, right? Because the last few games I've seen us play, and it looks to me like we show them too much respect. They need to go there, have no fear, and literally go at them, right? That's what they need to do, yeah? And also, I'm not being funny, the team talk should be, these guys spanked you 3-0 a couple of weeks ago, right? Go and get some revenge. Well, go and play with heart. Get in their faces. Don't allow them to play their pretty football. Get on them. Hurt them. Slide into them. Early doors. The first 5 minutes. A couple of heavy challenges. Make sure they know you're there, right? And we haven't come here, right? To get spanked, right? We've come here for a game. Get in their faces. And I think if we can do that, and he's got the mentality right, then you never know. Why not? You know.
Jazza says Terry had
comment.
Go on, Claude. Terry, Jazza said Terry had
comment there, mate.
Thank you very much, Jazza. What's that, Claude?
There's a comment by Charles. Charles before. Yeah, that's it. What was it? If we try playing out from the back against it, they will tear us apart. Yeah, but we do that a lot, don't we? We do play that. And,
unfortunately, we do, but we can't be doing that. Come on, we can't be doing that. We can't be having our back four playing out against City because all they do is they just push their whole team right up in our half and then keep us in there. That's the difference. That's a total difference. We can't be having that. Seamus, how you doing? Nice to see you back in the chat, mate. Big up everyone, he says.
by the way, congratulations, Seamus, on winning the league. Also, while we're here, I want to pay tribute tonight. I mean, I want to pay tribute to a legend at Arsenal, Theo Foley.
Yeah.
Who passed away over the last few days. Very sad. Had a big part in our 89 as number 2 to George Graham. I know Kevin spoke so highly of him. And he was really good around the boys. You know, you needed a good number 2 because George was very hard. He was the man that, you know, put the arm around the shoulder. He brought laughter to the dressing room. Great guy, and very sad to hear of his passing. Rest in peace, Theo Foley.
Theo Foley, yeah. No, rest in peace. Great man, and he's done great things at Arsenal. Just before we could move on to something else, I just want to let everyone know that obviously our website is all up and running now. This is what it looks like. This is the front page. You obviously got our intro there. This is where you can find all our YouTube videos. You can watch them from our website, or you can press the YouTube page button, and that takes you over to our YouTube. And we've also got our merchandise page where you can buy any of our merchandise that we're wearing, caps, cups, polo tops, T-shirts, sweatshirts and jumpers with either Voice of Reason on Claude or Claude on the Banstas. We will be having jumpers and T-shirts with It's Time to Go on. And there's a few other things in the pipeline of what we're working on for other stuff on our merchandise. But you can go over to our webpage. It's all there, www.claudeandthebanstas.com. And that's where you'll find all our merchandise, and you can buy it all over the world. There's post and packaging. It's all up and running now, and you'll be able to buy it from all over the world. And I just want to say that within the next couple of weeks, we'll be having a special guest on. His name is Sam Cox. He's a professional young boxer. He's had 5 fights. He's won them all with 1 knockout. He's a massive Arsenal fan. So we're going to get him on, and we're going to try and help him get our support behind him as the Gooner family that we are. Any family, to be honest. But obviously, where he's an Arsenal fan, well, we want to get all the Gooners to help him out, and we want to be behind him. And hopefully, you know, when he's fighting, maybe we can get some tickets, boys, go and watch him, and maybe some of our followers or our followers in our chat can come down and meet us while we're down there, Diesel.
No, listen, I totally agree, mate. Just to echo what Terry said, Sam is a massive, and I mean a massive Arsenal fan. And you know what? One thing about us doing this show, obviously, with the show we got with all the guys in the chat room, you know, there's a lot of people in this chat room who are not Arsenal fans, you know, and yet they still tune in to watch us. And obviously, we're really appreciative of that. And it's like, you know, we're just one big family. That's how we want to come across. That's how we want to. This is the, you know, that's the direction we want to go with regards to the channel. And it's same with Sam. You know, same with Sam. We want to help him, promote him, get his name out there. And he's a fellow Gooner, so you know what, and obviously, you know, he'll obviously, you know, help us in his way as well. We'll go down and watch him box and obviously, you know, support him. That's what we do. There's enough division in this fan base, right? You know, why don't we help try and get some of it together again. Do you know what I mean? And help each other. Why not?
This is exactly what we want to do, Smite, and you're exactly right, mate. He said you lot always keep the fans involved. Respect for that. We always, that's our main thing that we want to keep to this channel. Obviously, we want it to grow, but we want it to grow with views. Do you know what I mean? It's as simple and easy as that. Whenever we can meet yous, we will try and meet yous at the stadium. If you go to the Arsenal thing, we'll meet yous. You know what I mean? It's not a problem, but the main thing we want to do is just keep it like a family. We are one big family. Is that right, Claude?
Oh, 100%, 100%. And I really appreciate the support they've given to the channel as well. And always turning up, listening to me. What are you laughing at?
Oh, I'm laughing at this comment. Stuff. Before I put it up, you are a top man, mate. Top man. He's put to the one dislike with the middle finger.
Spit on that.
I mean, that is exactly what we're saying. Do you know what I mean? We're one big family. So, to get Curtis Shaw. We've got Curtis Shaw in the house. How you doing, mate? Togetherness and unity. Thanks, mate. Really appreciate you.
That's what it's all about. Listen, right, to the one dislike, right, what they don't realise is that whether you like or dislike, we get traction anyway because of the algorithms and the way it works on YouTube. So, do you know what? If they think they're hurting us, honestly, guys, they're really not. So it's not really an issue, to be honest with you. Yeah. But no, listen, as we were saying, Tel, this is what we try. I don't know many other channels and who have this much interaction with the chat room, right? Yeah. I've seen a lot of channels where they do their thing, and in the last 5-10 minutes, they'll obviously read some comments out. Well, obviously, we do that throughout. Because obviously, we love you guys, and obviously we want to include you in everything. And a lot of our energy, mine, Claude, and Terry's, comes from you guys in the chat, your comments, your love. So yeah, keep the comments coming through, guys. Really appreciate it. And big up to Jahid, my G, come on, G. Love it.
So, wait, what's your thoughts on the other game? Obviously, we had the Man United game.
Big up, by the way, big up to Simpy's in the chat as well. Big up Simpy.
Oh, Simpy, sorry, mate. Simpy, well done, mate. Pick yourself up. Avi, Avi said, guys,
a lot of good work.
Love the fact you give us the fans a voice also. Respect. Thank you very much, Avi. Great.
Simpy does a lot of good work on Daniel's channel, so big up to Simpy. Always working hard.
Hey, look at this.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry, mate.
Sorry, mate.
That one. Yeah, David, mate, we tried. Don't get me wrong, we tried, but she ain't having it. She's got a bit of a past with Claude, so she won't come on. But yeah.
Claude has got a gagging order against her.
The court injunction. Claudiola, you legend.
Oh, brilliant. Oh, unbelievable. What do you think of the what did you think of the Leicester City Chelsea game yesterday, Claude?
I thought Leicester were better in the first half than Chelsea. Didn't do that much to win, but they got that goal in the end. And Leicester huffed and puffed, but they weren't good enough to break them down, were they? So at the end of the day, Chelsea go through, innit? That's the FA Cup for you. You have to take your chances.
Exactly right. What did you think, Diesel?
Yeah, it's. I've got to be careful what I say because I know Lee Chappie's watching. But no, it's no. Do you know what? He's right though. They Leicester, they've not really been in form, have they? They've not really. I think their form tailed off. Obviously prior to the pandemic, and they've not really picked up. Vardy's not scored for a few games either. I don't know what it is. I don't know. The intensity that they played with is not there. They did play with a swagger, didn't they, in the early part of the season, which obviously got them into the top four. But I don't know what it is, mate. There's just something not quite right. But listen, I'd happily trade with them. So they ain't doing that badly compared to us.
Exactly. Just quickly, boys, what we do is I just want to get your who you think's going to let us know. Everyone in the chat, just before we move on, I want to know what you think the final's going to be, the FA Cup final. Let us know what you think it's going to be, and then what we do, boys, I'm going to get your ones, and then we'll start getting the questions and asking the people in the chat to ask us some questions. We'll answer them. Claude, what's the final going to be in the FA Cup?
In your own time, Claude.
Who? Who?
I've got a funny thing is going to be Arsenal Chelsea.
Arsenal Chelsea.
Just like in the semi last time.
Listen, I love the positivity, Claude. I love the positivity. Diesel.
No, I think it'd be Man City and United.
Man City United. Right, just before I give mine, I'm going to say Matt said Man City Chelsea. Lone Star said City Chelsea. Avi said City Chelsea. Brano, like Bender, said City versus United. Callum says Arsenal United. Chadwick says Arsenal Chelsea. Where are we? Jumped right up here. Gunnar Stavlas says City Chelsea. Anthony says Arsenal Chelsea. AD says Chelsea Man City. Stuff says Man City Chelsea. AD said Chelsea Man City. Stan says Man United Arsenal. AD says Chelsea Man City. Lone Star says City Chelsea. Kisham, sorry if I pronounced that wrong, mate, but Kisham says United Arsenal. David said Man City Chelsea. Steve said United Arsenal. I'm going to go for a Man United Arsenal. I'm going to go the two underdogs at the moment because Chelsea, I think, are playing fantastic at the moment. So I would make them the favourites to beat United. And obviously, City are much superior to Arsenal at the moment. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to say it. Arsenal, Man United. Sophie said it yesterday. We had her on the live watching on. She said she hopes it's the Arsenal, Man United final. She said she would join us for that live stream, boys, if that happened. So that would be great. So I'm going to go for that.
So I felt really sorry.
It might be.
What's that, Claude?
You might be in the fight. The final might have tickets for the final. I don't know what's happening.
Well, I don't know yet.
They might let people in on. I heard them talk about that, but
I doubt it. But we'll see. What was you going to say, Diesel?
No, I just said I felt a bit sorry for Sophie yesterday. Obviously, gone to the effort of getting her hair done, thinking I'd be on the stream. And when she realised I wasn't on, she's probably thought, what was the point in getting my hair done, you know? Like, the Barnet was looking all right, Soph. Loved your Barnet. Oh, look, she's in the chat right now. Look, she's clocked me, isn't she? Shut up. I'll shut up. Go on, I'll shut up.
She's come to keep tabs on you, Diesel. Keep tabs on you.
Go on, I ain't that lucky.
Strings.
You lot are lucky. You lot are lucky. You had Sophie. I had to put up with bloody DT.
Oh God.
I know what my friend.
Strings. We've been trying to get hold of him, but he ain't got back to us at the minute. I hope everything's all right. Sending him our love anyway, but hopefully he'll be back on our stream soon.
His missus just looked him up. He's in a basement or something, isn't he? You know what I mean? Like Kathy Bates from Misery.
Bates, yeah.
Do you remember that?
Alex Walden's in the chat.
What's that, Claude?
Alex Wilden's in the chat. Hopefully everything's okay with him and his partner.
Yeah, send best wishes to you, Alex. Really do. Right, everyone. Oh, look. Sophie says she's blushing, Diesel. She's blushing.
No, she said, am I blushing? Are you blushing? So as we can all see, it's very hard for someone like me to blush. But when you do come on our even if you're in the chat, then I must admit I do have I get the butterflies or whatever you call it. Because I love you, Soph. I love you.
Well, what you get the arsehole flutters, do you?
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm a Love Island fan. Maura said something that flutters.
Exactly.
This is not Ireland. This is the football chat show. Never mind.
I know we might get striked off. Let's quickly move on. She won't want to come on the channel again after I've said all that. Sorry, Steve. I love you really, darling. I love the Barnet.
We've got another 5-10 minutes left, people. So get your questions in, and we'll try and answer as many as possible. So let's do this. What we got? Everyone's laughing at the moment. We've got Julia laughing. Lone Star saying, "Go on, Diesel."
Come on.
Dad Moffat says we need to get Claude on Love Island. Oh, come on, we've got to start that. Tag for Claude on Love Island.
You mean Pat Island, maybe, not Love Island.
Right. Tell very quickly, Chadwick, I did mention this on a previous stream. It was about a month ago. I don't know if you saw, right? Now, Claude's a very modest guy, right? They did approach Claude, but they approached him not to start Love Island. You know, the Casa Amor? They wanted Claude to be a part of that, but Claude said no. So hopefully when it starts next year, I'm going to try and get Claude on because he's a bit shy. But they want him. So, but there's a deal. If I can get on with him.
Either on that, Diesel, or what's it called? The Jungle. Yeah, imagine that.
Can you imagine Claude eating testicles?
Oh, it's time to go!
He sees a snake when he's sleeping. Oh, it's time to go!
If you're after the first night, it'd be time to go. Never mind.
Right, let's get to these questions, boys. Avi said 2 signings for Arsenal. Be realistic. Diesel, go first. Be realistic. 2 signings.
Thomas Partey, I think that will happen. I do think we'll get him. Realistic. Oh, blimey, realistic. Do you know what? No, do you know what? Sorry. Thomas Partey, and I want to Lewis Dunk.
Okay.
Realistic.
Claude.
So what are we talking about now? Because I've lost that after all that.
2 signings for Arsenal. Be realistic.
Party and you know what? I'll go Coutinho.
Oh, Coutinho. Okay. Strings. I thought you was already a member, but he's just become another member. Unbelievable. Thank you very much, mate. Really appreciate that.
Strings must have a twin. Big up, Strings. I think he
might have upgraded. I don't know. I'd have to have a look after. But whatever you've done, Strings, thank you very much, mate.
Yeah, I think he's upgraded to silver. Am I right? Hang on. Yeah, he's upgraded membership to silver membership. Strings, you're a legend, bro. You're a legend.
Big yourself up, mate. Really appreciate it. We've got Tony in here.
Nice one, mate.
Tony's in the house, SW6. How you doing, Tony? Hope you're well, mate.
Hey, Tony Monero. Hello, Tony.
He's upgraded.
He's upgraded stuff.
He's normally got the Chelsea bag on. Normally, he's got the same one, is it?
What's that? No, that is Tony, SW6. That's his new channel. Well, not his new channel is coming out soon. He's always had that channel, but he's
got normally on the blue. He's not got the Chelsea sign on. All right.
Yeah, no, it's the SW6 one. So he'll be doing more content on his Chelsea one.
He is, look.
Yeah, he's actually
SW6 sign up, did he, at the time?
Connor said, "Why is this channel the best?"
Yeah.
This channel gets me through life. Connor, mate, absolutely brilliant comment. Really appreciate that, mate.
Nice.
Why
is it the best? We don't know. You tell us, guys. Why is it the best? You tell us.
Gio's in the house. How you doing, Gio? You well? He said, Diesel, what do you think of Ackerman going to Inter for cheap? Are your board sleeping, and thoughts on Balogun leaving on a free?
Right, my thoughts on Hakimi going to Inter again. Gio, listen, we're told all the time that Arsenal can't be in the conversation when we're talking about big money signings, right? That's not a big money signing. Timo Werner is not a big money signing, right? Hakim Ziyech is not a big money signing. You're talking 40, 45 million around about that. That level of money, of transfer fee, we should be in the mix for that. Hakimi's a very good player. Me personally, I want to go down the tried and tested Premier League route. I would take Hakimi all day long, but now that he's gone, go and get Max Aarons. Norwich are going to get relegated, right, this season. He would jump at a chance. What an upgrade going from Norwich to the Arsenal. Go and get him. Premier League proven, and he's ready now. That's my thoughts. And also Balogun, for me, Balogun is better than Nketiah, right? So if he goes, we've yet again we've allowed another gem to leave the club. And when he does leave, watch him because he will go far. He's a top young player. He just needs a chance.
Yeah. And Anthony has said, what's the score going to be against the Norwich game, lads? Claude, go first, mate.
I think we'll win. This will be our most comfortable performance of the season. 3-0.
Get in, Claudine. Claudiola. I love it. Love it, Claudiola. I love the positivity. Diesel.
I don't think it'll be as easy as what Claude was saying. I think we'll. It's at the Emirates, isn't it? 2-1 Arsenal.
I'm going with Claude. I think it'd be our best game yet for a long while, and I'm going to go with a 3-0 win. Anthony, I'm going to go with a 3-0 win. Strins has said, "I'll tell you why, boys. I was on the West Ham TV channel the other day, and they took no notice of the chat. Every time I come on here, I feel at home, regardless of the team we support. Legends."
Oh, big up, Strings. Big up yourself, man.
Unbelievable. Good has said, Claude, Terry Diesel, favourite player of all time, not from Arsenal.
Oh, well, favourite player of all time, not from Arsenal. Oh, that's got to be for me. Yeah, it's got to be Diego
Maradona for you. All right, Diesel.
Yeah, if it's not from Arsenal, I've got to say, I've got to go for Messi. Yeah, I'll go for Messi. Yeah, absolute genius. Although I will say, obviously, Maradona was before my time. I still think Maradona is the best all time. But yeah, for what I've seen, Messi.
I've got to say the same. Messi for me. I think he's just absolute phenomenal player. I love him. I absolutely think he's brilliant. The reason why I think he's better than Ronaldo is just that he's a team player. It's as simple as that. He's a team player and he plays for his team. Ronaldo plays for himself. For me, I'm a team player. It's 11 players on the pitch in your squad, and it's a team game. So Messi all day long for me. String said, proper fan channel, mate. Other channels need to take note of the Banstas. That's a big statement, mate. Big statement.
Nice one, Strings.
Matt says, Arsenal 5, Norwich 0. Anyone can beat Norwich. They're trash. I hope so, mate. I really do. Really do.
And not only that, they're down. They're really down, and we're on the up. So really, we should be doing really well against them. I just can't see any other result.
Well, look, as long as Arsenal we have a habit, Claude, of turning up to these games, and we have the arrogance of, it's Norwich. All we got to do is turn up, lads. We're going to walk it. As long as we don't do that and we treat the game seriously, and you know what I mean. And obviously, then I can't see why we can't beat them. As long as we do that, don't take it for granted. That's what I'd say.
Pinto has said, happiest day of your life supporting Arsenal. Claude. Oh, I think we might have lost Claude for a second. Diesel.
Oh, size that gob. Look.
Got to be 8 long.
He's back. He's back. Claude. Happiest day of your life. Supporting Arsenal.
Hello.
Blimey. You
It's
can't
got-
name one.
Good, Diesel.
Yeah, I think Claude said it there. 89. What was I? I was 8 years old. But I do remember it because I remember the street parties outside. Obviously, I'm originally from Islington, so you can imagine. Tell the street parties outside. I remember it. It was absolutely amazing. If we're going more recent, I'd probably say when we won the league at White Hart Lane.
Yeah,
It's just, you don't get better than that for me.
Yeah.
You don't get better than that.
I do agree with you. Claude, what were you going to say, mate?
Yeah, happiest day of my life will be when this fucking go up now.
You don't want much, do you?
No. I don't know what I've done in a previous life to deserve this. Happiest day would be. It's got to be Anfield, isn't it? It's got to be Anfield.
Yeah.
It's got to be Anfield 89, isn't it?
It was an absolutely fantastic achievement. That.
My Old Trafford was great as well. That was great when we won it in 2000. 2002, that was great. I thought the Tottenham one, the 2004, was it was okay, but we should have won the game. I was a bit about 2-0 up. We should have won the game. You know what I mean? I was a bit. Yeah. No, I'm going to say it's got to be Anfield, followed by Old Trafford.
Sending our best wishes out to your mum, Danny. Hope she gets better soon, mate.
Yeah. Anything we can do, Dan Marie, mate.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Nice one.
Right, boys. We've been going for just under an hour and 10 minutes. Give us your final thoughts. Sum up how you're feeling after that win and being in the semi-final, Diesel.
Yeah, listen, I said it before, I love the FA Cup. I think it's a cup that's been heavily disrespected over the last, several years. I think only the old school sort of fans of a certain age maybe still respect it and still love it, because back in the day, it was the whole day was dedicated to the FA Cup. When you see the players in their suits, it was a massive occasion, wasn't it? And that don't seem to be the thing anymore with the FA Cup. But it's a cup that we've won more than anyone else. So if you look at it, the onus. It wouldn't surprise me if we went, if we actually did go on and win it. I just can't see it with, Man City. That's just my view. But look, it was a hard fought game against Sheffield United. Say what you want about United, not being in form. They always give you a game, Sheffield United. They're a very hard working team, and for us to have got a result there, we had to work hard ourselves and match them for work rate, which we did. Yeah. I just think Man City's going to be a whole different ball game, to be honest with you. So I don't fancy it. But look, like we say, you never know. You never know. If we catch them and they're having an off day, we need to capitalise on it.
Yeah.
So you never know.
Just before I come to you, Paul, Terry, can you remember where you was when we won at Anfield? Yes, I do. I was sitting in a car listening it to on the radio. I was only 11 years old. I was only 11 years old. I was listening to it on the radio with all my mates because we weren't allowed in the working man's club at the time. Because obviously in a working man's club back then, you had to be 18 in the actual bar that they was watching it in. And that was the only place they had the TV. They didn't have it in the big hall. They had it in the bloody bar where it was over 18s. So I had to listen to it on the old radio. And when we scored, everyone was running up and down and outside the working man's club. It's absolutely brilliant atmosphere. And I couldn't wait to get back home and watch the highlights. It's fantastic achievement. Claude, how did you give us your summing up of the weekend? How did you feel after that win and being in the semi-final of the FA Cup, mate?
Yeah, good weekend. Good weekend for Arsenal. Happy. Could have asked for a better draw than what we got. I wanted Man United, but we'll take Man City. And I'm sure if we get a little bit of luck, we can do it. We can get to the final and play Chelsea in the final and then beat them again for the third time. Yeah.
No, you're right. I mean, look, let's not be too downhearted. You know what I mean? We obviously lost our first 2 games. Had a good win against in the league, and then good win yesterday, Sheffield United. Look, two out of 2 we won, and we've lost 2. No. I lost my train of thought then when you put that up, Diesel. I see that, and I'm like, what's going on here? You know what I mean? No.
No chance, stuff. No chance. No chance.
Look, you know what I mean? I've got to be optimistic. I'm always optimistic, unless obviously I've got reason not to be. I support Arsenal. They are my club. You know what I mean? So we're going to go there. Hopefully we put in a performance. Hopefully he plays the best team. He doesn't play a back 5. And then like Claude said, hopefully we can get to the final. And I wouldn't mind playing Man United in there, to be honest. So hopefully, yes, I do believe in miracles, Lone Star. And that's a great song and all. Do you believe in miracles? Yes. Brilliant song. Yeah, brilliant. I do believe in miracles. And I'm telling you now, if we play our best team and he does it right, we can beat Man City. Like Lee Chappie said earlier on in the chat, Norwich beat City, Leicester beat City, so why can't we beat City? So come on, you know what I mean? Let's have a bit of optimism going into the game. We've got Norwich. Let's big up. Let's wait for the game. Can't wait for it. When's it? Tuesday or Wednesday? Yeah, game Wednesday, isn't it?
Wednesday, yeah. Wednesday.
Looking forward to it already. You know what I mean? We've got a couple of wins under our belts now. Let's go to the Emirates, even though there's going to be no one there. And let's get a great result against Norwich, going into 4 games after that of 4 teams above us, which are going to be hard. Tottenham, Liverpool, Wolves, and Tottenham, Liverpool, Wolves. I can't think of the other one is, but we've got four teams above us. Leicester, I think. I think it's Leicester.
Oh, yeah, Leicester away, I think. Yeah, Leicester away. I think.
So,
no, it's at home. I think it's at home.
Yeah. So, yep, let's carry on this win. Let's everyone get behind Arteta. Everyone get behind these players. And let's crack on for the rest of the season, boys. So, just want to say thank you, everyone, for coming in the chat and being with us tonight. We really appreciate it. We will be doing the watch-along tomorrow of the Man United game. Who is it? Man United and who is it, Claude?
Brighton, I think. Is it Brighton?
Brighton, they've got Brighton, I think. They've got Brighton away, I think.
Yeah, so Brighton, Man U, we will be doing a live watch-along tomorrow. Wednesday, we will be doing a live watch-along for, obviously, the Arsenal game and the Norwich game. And then straight after, we'll be kicking it straight after with the West Ham-Chelsea game. Thursday, we'll be doing Sheffield United, Tottenham, and Man City, Liverpool. Liverpool will obviously be getting the cup that night at City's Ground. So we'll be doing them. And then hopefully having a night off on Friday with a few more drinks, boys. Because
wouldn't it be strange? Wouldn't it be strange that we ended this season like we ended last season playing Chelsea in the final?
Oh, and what? And we beat them 4-1. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Eh? Bloody hell! Get our own back. Right, no, thanks everyone. Thank you very much for being in the chat. We really appreciate it. Like we said, if you can't become a member, there's other ways you can help us become a big channel and get us out there. That's by liking, subscribing, and sharing all our content and signing up to us on YouTube, on OpMic, on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And like I said, if anyone at all wants to go out and get some of our merchandise, the T-shirts, the hats, jumpers, sweatshirts, polos, then please go over to our website. Go on, Claude.
Don't forget the T-shirt channel. Don't forget the T-shirt channel.
Yep, and thank you very much again for obviously Natish for the Arsenal FC fan page. We really appreciate it. Hopefully we'll be doing a lot more work with him on his page, and he'll be doing a lot more work with us. And hopefully we'll be on another Arsenal page very soon too on Facebook. So we're looking to expand. And if anyone out there wants to sponsor our channel, let us know. You know what I mean? Get in contact via our website or via Twitter, Instagram, and we will advertise your stuff for you for obviously sponsoring us. So, yeah, we're looking for everything. Lads, 24-hour stream.
Oh.
Bloody hell. Maybe for a charity soon, Strings. Maybe for a charity soon. But that would be good. So, yeah, anything you want to say before we go, Diesel?
Yeah, just want to say happy birthday on Friday to Danny. Hope you have a good one, mate. And also, Lone Star, blimey, 21.
21. You're only a pup.
I was going to say. Nice one, Lone Star. Happy birthday, mate, for Friday, bruv.
Hopefully we get a big win for you on Wednesday, Lone Star. Big win, big positive win, and set you up to be even positive for the going into the Man City game on the semi-final, mate.
Yeah, exactly. And also, I just want to say, we're now up to 245 members on Hot Mic. So to each and every one of you, thank you very much. It really is appreciated, guys. Thank you. But yeah, anyone who hasn't, please sign up. It really help us, and also like and subscribe and all that jazz. And yeah, want to be a member, and obviously to the live, the member streams with myself, Claude, and Terry. We're looking forward to it. There has been a little rumor that we may do a karaoke one. Because apparently, Claude. Claude has quite the dulcet tones. I've heard him sing. He's quality. You know what I mean? So yeah, listen. If that's not worth signing up, I don't know what is. But that aside, guys, thank you for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Love you all. The best chat room on YouTube, in my opinion. So thank you, much appreciated. Thank you, guys.
Down to you, Claude, to sign us out.
It's time to go!
Yeah, I ain't heard that for ages. See that one, everyone.
Claudiola!